YouTube.com is rest by now. If you're on the rest by now, then what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Well, you're here to hear me talk WWE Hell in a Cell from last night. And might I say, this was a really fun show. And they accomplished a lot. They really accomplished a lot, in my opinion. They went to places I never thought they would go. They did things I never thought they would do. But overall, this is a very thumbs up show. Yeah, let me get the lights. Hang on one second. Let me hit the lights first. So y'all can actually see me. It's pretty crazy up in here. One sec, guys. So y'all can at least see me. Alright, there we go. What is up once again? Let's get into the review. So it kicked off with pre-show, which is Drew Gulak against R-Truth for the freaking, what's the title called? The 24/7 Championship or whatever. Yeah, nothing really happened. R-Truth retained, and that was it. Who cares? Moving on. Um, Opening match was Roman Reigns against Jey Uso in a Hell in a Cell match for the Universal Championship. I Quit match, obviously. This match was brutal. This was probably the most brutal match of the night, in my opinion. Um, there was lots of cussing in this match. Like, Jey was shouting out swears. There was a point, like, Jey actually swore, like, many times, and they had to, like, catch up with the bleeping out, which is freaking hilarious. There was straps, there was chairs, there was spears, there was Samoan drops. Roman kept telling him, to stay down, I don't want to do this to you. I'm the tribal chief, all this stuff. All you can do is say I'm the tribal chief. He was saying everything in his power. There was a point where Jey had Roman wrapped up in the strap and trying to choke him out, which he did. He choked him out. Um, what else freaking happened? Like I said, there was a final spear, and then Roman kept beating the heck out of this dude with the strap, dragged him over to the ring apron, put his head near the post, put the steel steps in between his head and the post, and did a drive-by into the steel steps that delivered right to Jey's head, knocked him unconscious. Roman kept beating on this dude. The referees came out. The Adam Pearce came out. Like, freaking everybody came out from out of the back to check and stop Roman. Roman even told the referee to shut the hell up and just get back and just stay and do his job, whatever. He just told Roman, I'm just loving this new version of Roman. Um, and then Jimmy comes out and he tells Roman to basically, cut it out, stop. This is basically a replay of what we saw Clash of Champions. And then what happened was that Roman broke down crying, all that stuff. Face turning into plans. I'm already babyface. The heel thing is just, my thing. I'm not really heel. Obviously, I'm not a wrestler, right? I can't be heel, but anyways, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with Roman Reigns. Anyways, Roman Reigns myself. Whatever. I'll get me off track. Anyways, after that, Roman locked Jimmy in the guillotine, and he tried to tell Jimmy to Jey to wake up because Jey was obviously unconscious. Kept shaking him, wake up, all that stuff. He woke up and he quit because his brother was trapped. His brother was in trouble, and Roman won. Obviously, walked out, Universal Champion, obviously. And that was it, man. Offense Singa came out, delivered Roman with the reef or whatever, the things the Samoan, the Hawaiians people wear. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Thing with the flowers all over it. I put over Roman. Roman's now the tribal chief officially, and this was a very, very good match. I personally think this should have main evented after what we got with Randy and Drew McIntyre, and we'll get to that later. But overall, this really was a good match. I gave it, I believe, 4 stars. The storytelling was fantastic. It had me crying. It literally had me crying. If you guys saw my live reactions last night, which, by the way, guys, thank you for staying. If you guys did stay for the live reactions last night, I really enjoyed doing them. And thankfully they stayed. I went through the entire show without any problems, so thank God. Anyways, up next we had, I believe, Jeff Hardy and Elias, which is pretty decent. I mean, basically a TV match. Elias won because Jeff Hardy lost his temper, which was kind of funny. Elias basically, baited Jeff Hardy to the outside because Jeff was about to do the swan-time bomb towards the end. I thought it was going to be over by then. Jeff gets out of the ring, smashes Elias with his own guitar, and that was it because Jeff lost his temper. Yay. I'm literally telling you right now, just wait until Elias finds out who actually ran him over. Then the storyline's going to be completely pointless, but Jeff Hardy lost. Who freaking cares? Jeff's here to put over opponents and put over people, so it's all good. No problem here. Jeff Hardy's not buried or anything, so it's all good. Jeff Hardy lost. Elias won. I believe Otis against The Miz was next for the Money in the Bank briefcase. This was fun. I enjoyed it for what it was. They went back and forth. The ending was the shocker part. What happened was that I haven't talked about the ending yet. John Morrison got ejected, with John Morrison freaking shaved, which he looks freaking dope. He shaved his beard and all that, but that's it looks freaking weird now. Um, anyways, going into that, as I was saying, my apologies, guys. I'm so off track. I'm trying to remember. I had a rough night last night. After Hell in the Cell, I forget I had trouble going to sleep. It was crazy. Anyways, after that, once Morrison got ejected, the Miz was all on his own. We thought Otis was gonna win, right? Otis bounces off the rope, but then Tucker hits Otis with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then Miz wins. Miz is the new Mr. Money in the Bank. Thank God. I know, guys. Know you're thinking you were advocating for Otis to hold the Money in the Bank contract and become champion. I know. I understand. I'm probably backtracking on that, but I don't really think it was gonna work out. I mean, I really don't think it was going to work. I think it was obviously the flavor of the month, and Vince gave up on him. So that's why I think Miz is the right choice to be Mr. Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank contract finally has prestige. No disrespect to Otis, but I don't think it would have worked out. Like him beating either Drew or Roman Reigns, you would have been destroyed in seconds, dude. So taking the briefcase off him was a smart idea, and that's is what it is. That's it. Up next, I believe, was Bayley and Sasha Banks side Hell in the Cell. This was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I keep saying it all the time with these. This was pretty good. Not as good in my opinion as last year's Hell in a Cell with Becky and Sasha. Bayley came out, I believe, and Bayley came out with Cher. Has had like 1-0 because obviously she's 1-0 with Sasha, I believe. Yeah, 1-0 with Sasha. So yeah, I think she's 2. I don't remember NXT wise, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, Bayley came out, street clothes on, stuff, ready to freaking kill. They didn't lower the cell, which was funny. The cell was like halfway lowered. Um, Shoot, what else happened in this match? First, drop kick from Sasha. That's what happened. She dropped the chair out of Sasha's hand. There were so many spots in this match. There was tables. No, there wasn't tables. No, there was kendo sticks. There was, I believe, steel chairs. There was a part. There were so many meteors in this match. Like, holy crap, Sasha, chill. There were so many meteors in this match. It was getting kind of annoying. There was a part where Sasha was zigzagging, she jumped on the cell one part, and she jumped to the apron again and kicked Bayley in the face. Pretty cool. Bayley hit her finisher for a near fall, which was pretty cool. There's a part I actually thought Bayley was going to retain. I actually had Bayley retaining in this match, but in the end, Sasha Banks ended up winning because she tracked Bayley in the steel chair and hit the bank statement. Had her locked in the bank statement with the steel chair on her face. Bayley's reign's over at 380 days. I gotta say, it was a hell of a run. I enjoyed it. It didn't drag on for too long. I'm thanking God that it's over, to be honest with you guys, because I didn't want to water out and be washed down like Becky Lynch's run was last year. But overall, I really enjoyed this match. Good job. In my opinion, it wasn't as good as last year's Hell in a Cell with Becky and Sasha. No disrespect. I'm not saying that because I'm a Becky fanboy. I just enjoyed that match a lot more than this match. But it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it for what it was. And yeah, literally, I recommend go checking it out for yourselves if you haven't already. It's a good match, good watch. Once again, women delivered inside Hell in a Cell. Good job. Up next was an impromptu match between, for some reason, I don't know why this happened. I literally don't know why this happened. We had Bobby Lashley defending his United States Championship against Slapjack. Yeah, Slapjack. Like I said, this is a short show. This is like 3 hours at least. This is a very short show, which I liked. I think it was 3 hours. I think it was 2 hours. 2 or 3 hours. Can't remember. This is a very short show. Shoot, I don't remember what happened during this match. I think I didn't even watch it. So I think Bobby Lashley ended up retaining. Of course, he ended up retaining. What am I talking about? I think he ended up retaining, and that was it. I believe Retribution came out again and tried to attack, and people were complaining. I can now understand what people are complaining. Retribution, man, the build-up was great, and now they just didn't execute it. I guess Vince gave up on him when they found that Mustafa Ali was going to be the hacker. Who did you expect, people? What did you expect? CM Punk? By the way, happy CM Punk. Happy CM Punk. Happy birthday, CM Punk, since it's his birthday today. So happy birthday, Phil Brooks out there. But people are crying the Retribution's buried. I'm starting to think that now. I really am. I'm trying to be optimistic about this, but I really am starting to think Retribution's finished. This probably is it. Who knows? They're probably building up for Survivor Series. I don't think that's where you need to pull the trigger on this. What is Retribution going to win there? Give me a break. This is a joke, in my opinion. I'm not going to crap on it too much, but I'm just getting really tired about how they're treating Retribution. The names are enough. Now you got them losing. I don't know. I'm not going to try and complain too much on it, but it is what it is. I'm not going to complain that much, but y'all can see where I'm coming from with this. It's just not good. The execution has not been pulled good, in my opinion. Anyways, after that match, it was the main event. First, we had a video package of The Undertaker appearing at Survivor. He's going to be appearing at Survivor Series next month. We're going to be celebrating 30 years of The Undertaker, so thank you, dead man. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Undertaker. That's all I gotta say. 30 years of The Undertaker, 30 years of Mark Calloway, 30 years of The American Badass, 30 years of The Dead Man, 30 years of just everything The Undertaker has done. It's been crazy. It's been a hell of a run for Mark Calloway. I don't know. Is this it? We don't know. I mean, people are saying it's over. People are really saying it's over after WrestleMania this year, so we don't know. Did AJ Styles really bury the? Did AJ Styles was he was the last opponent for the Undertaker? That's true? That was a fantastic way to go out, in my opinion. So anyway, that's about the Undertaker. That's next month for Survivor Series. After that was the main event, Hell in a Cell for the WWE Championship. Randy Orton against Drew McIntyre. Before the match even started, Randy Orton appeared as a cameraman, which was kind of funny. Orton, like, they showed Randy kind of like unmasking himself and all that stuff. He's in black. He's all in dark clothes. Attacks McIntyre, drives him into the cell. They start fighting on the outside, and I literally got bored. If y'all can go back and watch my live reactions if y'all want to, I was literally getting bored during this match. The opening was just not good. They were just punching and punching and punching. It was okay. I mean, there were many times they were grinding each other near the cell. This was one of the shows that needed crowds. In my opinion, I really missed the live crowds. By the way, the piped-in crowd noises are pissing me off. They even did... Okay, during this match, there were, like, holy shit chants. There were, this is awesome chants. Like, come on, man. How stupid can you be? Enough of this 2K garbage crap. Ridiculous. I know you can't unmute the people's mics and the actual Thunderdome, but it's freaking stupid. You might as well do it now, because this is freaking stupid and ridiculous. I'm getting so tired of the piped-in crowd noise. It's pissing me off. I mean, obviously, the wrestlers can't hear anything, so they can't hear anything. I don't think they can. The crowd, all that stuff. It was just ridiculous. I found that very stupid. I don't like piped in crowd noises. It pisses me off. Anyways, there was a part where Drew McIntyre, there was a Claymore. There was no Punk kick in this match, which I'm really surprised. What else was there? There was some RKO attempts. Drew reversed many times. They pretty much just grinded each other on the cell. That was pretty much it. They went to the outside. Orton climbed up the cell. They were staring at each other for a while up on top of the cell. And for some reason, there was a pipe up there. I don't know where that came from. Did someone just leave a pipe up there on top of the cell when they were building the structure? I mean, why would you leave a pipe? Knowing wrestlers would go up there. I thought it was a lightsaber at first. Everyone thought it was a lightsaber. That was pretty funny. But anyways, Orton goes to hit Drew with the pipe. And I knew they were going to do something because outside, they had crash pad near the table. So I knew something was going to happen. I thought what was going to happen is that Drew was going to claymore this man off the cell. Or there's going to be an RKO off the cell. Neither of those happened. They literally climbed to the, they went down towards like the middle of the cell. They were on the side of the cell just punching back and forth. Orton got the last laugh. Orton punches Drew. Drew falls. Drew sells. Drew starts bleeding. Internally, I guess, because, that's never happened inside Hell in a Cell. I'm sorry if I'm pissing all over this match, but it just wasn't that good. It literally wasn't good until the ending. I apologize. Wait, no, I don't. What am I talking about? No, I don't. If you don't like my opinions, fuck off. I don't care. Anyways, what else happened? There was, Orton drags Drew in the ring. Yeah, Orton drags Drew in the ring. There was an RKO attempt first. Drew reverses into a backslide, and then I believe what happened next was Drew was going for the Claymore kick, and I'm looking at the TV. I'm like, dude, he's gonna catch you. He's gonna catch you. Orton reverses, hits the RKO. 1, 2, 3. New WWE champion Randy Orton. So I got this match wrong, even though I had Drew winning. But it is what it is. I'm fine with this. Randy Orton deserves it. Drew's been a hell of a run, but I think it's time for it. As you guys know, I was advocating for Drew McIntyre to hold the WWE title till WrestleMania 37 when we get to Tampa next year. But it is what it is. I'm not too upset about this. Randy Orton is the right person to take the WWE title off Drew McIntyre. People are crying that Drew McIntyre is buried. I've been saying this for months. If y'all don't know what the word buried means, please shut up. Please shut your mouths if you don't know what the word buried means, okay? It's really, really annoying, okay? Y'all are using buried for Sasha Banks. Now Drew McIntyre. Y'all are using it for, it's so stupid. Just stop. It's ridiculous. You want to talk buried, probably Retribution. Like I said, they're probably buried at this point. Who knows? But this was a pretty decent match. I mean, I enjoyed it. I actually gave this match, I believe, 4 stars because, towards the end. Actually, I didn't give it stars. What am I talking about? I gave this show, I believe. I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, in the end, Randy Orton is the new WWE champion. It is what it is. Like I said, I had no problem with this. People are saying they're going to have Edge take it off him. Probably. I don't freaking care at this point. Whatever. Drew's going to get back. Drew's not buried. Y'all need to calm down. Drew will bounce back. He's probably going to get his rematch at Survivor Series. I don't know what's going to happen at Survivor Series this year. I don't even know if NXT is going to be involved. I kind of hope so. it started to look like they're not going to be because we're going to be celebrating 30 years of The Undertaker. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Survivor Series next month. But Randy Orton is the new WWE champion, and I like it. It's pretty cool. Great to see him on top. Last run as champion obviously dropped it to Jinder Mahal. So no, that was a bad run. That was a horrible run for Randy Orton. He just literally dropped it to Jinder Mahal like 2 months later. Ridiculous. So it is what it is. Randy Orton's champ. I'm fine with it. Hell in a Cell was good. I gave this show, like, I believe, I originally gave it like a 10 stars because there were a few things I enjoyed. Then I realized, wait a minute, with the thing with Retribution, that match was just, obviously it was impromptu. I didn't enjoy that. The main event was okay. I mean, it picked up towards the ending for me. What else was there? The opening was really good. I really think that the opening with Roman and Jay should have closed the show. I don't care what anybody says. That should have closed the show. Just the emotion, just the raw emotion, the storytelling in that match to me was just that's main event worthy. That's why I thought should have main evented Hell in a Cell. But it is what it is. Sasha and Bayley was good. Like I said, not as good as last year's Hell in a Cell with Bayley and Sasha, Bayley and Becky and Sasha. I can't my B's mixed up. Becky and Sasha Banks. But it is what it is. I enjoyed that match. And overall, this show was pretty good. Miz is finally Mr. Money in the Bank. Thank God it's off Otis. I don't know where they're going with this storyline. Who knows? But that's my review for Hell in a Cell. Overall, like I said, I gave it like an 8-star. Like I said, originally I was going to give it a 10, but giving it an 8 just because there are a few things on this card that really just made me shrug. I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, overall, this is a really good show. Can't wait to see what happens on Raw tonight. Very excited to see what happens. How is it going to go down with Randy Orton? Who's his next challenger? Because, it's funny. It's funny. Before I get out of here, Drew literally stood up right after the freaking RKO. Like when Orton's walking back, right? Drew stands up. He kind of no-sells. It was kind of funny. He's just staring at Orton, just in rage. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Orton was going to go for the punt after the RKO. I'm like, RKO, then punt. That was it. But nah. But yeah, that was about it. Drew's going to bounce back. Drew's going to bounce back. Don't worry, guys. Anyways, that's my review for Hell in a Cell. If you enjoyed the video, I really hope you did. Please sweet that like button down below. Subscribe to videos like this one. Follow your boy on Twitter at HeelBalor and Instagram, HeelBalorYT. I will see you all in the next video. Too sweet. Peace out. Thank you for joining my live last night, and peace.